Single thread is all about the space. Our process begins with the selection of space. Our narrative is developed out of research and observation of the space. Our performance is exclusive to, you guessed it, the space. The Loyalists has Single Thread partnered with Fort York to create a piece of theatre for Victoria Memorial Park. It's all part of the commemoration of the War of 1812 happening this summer.
We're actually part of the bicentennial launch in June, which commemorates the invasion of Toronto by hostile American forces.
The original Occupy Toronto, you might say.
No.
Victoria Memorial Park is a fascinating space. 4 paths converge in the center of the park. This will become the throughway of our tiny little village. This village that becomes occupied by an American army, and suddenly they are in their darkest hour.
We want to connect the people of today with the original inhabitants of York, so that they can understand what these people experienced on the morning of April 27th in 1813. At that time, these American ships just appeared on the horizon as the American forces made a move to cut Upper Canada in half by launching a full-out naval assault on the small, defenseless town of York.
What we want to do is similar to Punch Drunk's Sleep No More in New York. Create an environment in the park and introduce audience members as part of that world. Audience will have the opportunity to choose between 3 main story cycles, and amidst these, the opportunity for dozens of unique stories, as audience members are introduced into the world and given the chance to interact with the people of York. More than that, they become the people of York, given tasks to fulfill, like delivering messages, gathering firewood, and tending to children. Each audience member experiences stories as peripheral experiences. Single Thread is concerned with the experience of the audience member. Our audience members are always fulfilling a role in the production. In Much Ado, audience were serving staff. In Campbell House, they were a jury. Here, they're the inhabitants of York.
Now, our environment isn't going to be a literal city, but as we witnessed with the recent Occupy movement, even a simple tent can be turned into a library or even a government building.
I think that the audience's imagination is going to play heavily into constructing this setting. It's like we're playing a giant game of house in the park.
Exactly, except our house is being occupied by American soldiers.
Exactly.